All right, let's begin. So we're going to start today in a seated position. Let's spend a bit more time kind of upright off the ground today. So coming into just simple cross legs. Take a moment to settle in, letting knees drop open, shoulders draw back and down gently. I like to close your eyes just to feel your posture, feel the alignment of your body. Just noticing if you're feeling quite tight around the hips today. Just easing into the pose. Letting each out breath settle you in to focus and center and ground you. You may like to bring your hands to your knees just to help support your position. We're going to start with some neck movements today. Firstly, dropping head down so chin comes down towards the chest. Just stay here for a moment and maybe move from side to side, feel it out. And then we'll lift the chest, lift the chin. Tip your head back to wherever it feels good. Keep the shoulders broad. A little bit of side movement if you want to explore. And then from a neutral position, tipping one ear towards one shoulder. Let the other shoulder fall away. See like you're getting a stretch around the side of the neck, maybe down the back a little into the shoulder. Just notice what you feel here. Does it feel better to have the head back a little bit or slightly to go forward? And then we'll come over to the other side. Just have a little play with the position again. Notice if it feels different on the side, so you might have greater range of movement on one side compared to the other. And then coming back up through center. And we'll just turn the head over to one shoulder. So thinking about keeping the chin or the jawline parallel to the floor. And around to the other side. Coming back through center, tilt the chin down, just go around again. So chin tilts down towards chest. And then lifting up, chest proud, open the throat. Coming back through center, and then tipping ear to shoulder. And over to the other side. And from our neutral position, turning chin towards one shoulder. Coming back through center and over to the other side. And facing forward again, this time I'm going to cut knees. And pull the belly in and round out through your spine. Stay here for a moment, so really pulling the belly in, let your shoulders hunch forward. And then lifting the chest, shoulders loop back and down, chin lifts, and really pulling the ribs forward this time. Coming to a neutral position. Keep one hand on your knee, float the other hand behind. Turn across the chest and keep rotating your head around towards the back of the room. Passing back through center, come around to the other side. So hand floats down. Rotate from the middle of the spine to the shoulders and keep turning the head. And then from a neutral position again, facing the front, bring one hand down, other arm sweeps over. Coming back through centre, other hand floats down, arm lifts, and over. Just neck, head wherever it's comfortable. Come to the first side again, so just coming up and over, breathe to lift, and breathe out. Just being circled overhead. And to the other side. And now bring your fingertips behind you, lift the chest proud, plant your palms to the floor, try and draw the shoulders wide and back. Tip your head to wherever it feels good. Stay for another full deep breath in. And with the out breath, let's come forward, both fingertips ahead of you, deciding to tip forward from the hips. Take it as far forward as you want to go. So try not to completely drop the head. Still just gently drawing the jawline back towards the throat so the neck is long. And walk hands over to one side, so we're leaning out over one thigh. And then come around to the other side. Okay, come over onto your hands and knees with your head facing me. Okay, so from hands and knees, we're going to move through some cat-cow poses. So we've got knees under hips. Scoop the belly in and round out. So what do you think about your neck position here, your head position? So we're not totally dropping the head. We want to think about drawing the jawline back towards the throat. And then we'll lengthen the body through into our cow pose. Again, we're not completely jutting the chin forward, thinking about a long line up through the spine and out to the front of the head. So we'll move from one phase to the other, up into our cat, and through to our cow. Just keep this going in your own time, so at your own pace. Let's really focus on how the neck moves in relation to the rest of the spine. Just very mindful of your head position. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Also starting to synchronize your breath. So consider moving by leading with the breath. So each phase of the movement is led by the breath, or initiated with the breath. So you'll naturally find that one position feels more natural to breathe into, and one position feels better to be breathing out. Okay, eventually settle into a neutral position where you're halfway in between. And we're thinking about lengthening from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. So again, we're not dropping the head, we're not jutting the chin forward, we're long at the back of the neck. This time we're going to turn to the side, if that makes sense, so looking down towards one foot, curving through the side body, and then come around to the other side. So you might even sway the hips a little, looking down one side and then the other. Try and breathe out each time you come around. So breathe in to lengthen, and breathe out as you look back. We'll just do one more to each side in your own time. Eventually, when you're done, bring your knees a little bit wider and sit back into a child. Just come off the wrists for a bit, so wriggle fingers, circle wrists. Let your head come down or rest on the back of your hand. Couple of breaths here. And then we'll make our way up into a down dog position. So planting the hands, spread your fingers, tuck your toes under and lift hips up high. Pushing hips right back, send the tailbone up towards the ceiling. And again, we want to visualize that long line through the spine that includes the neck. So we're not dropping the head down, and we're not jutting the chin through. Keep pressing firmly into the hands, feel the strength that comes into the shoulders. Get a sense of widening across your collarbones so that we're not shrugging up around the ears. Give your neck some space. Okay, and then we'll float our way forward to a high plank, coming all the way forward until your shoulders are over your wrists, still mindful of the head position. And then lift hips up and back, down dog. Let's do this 2 more times, coming forward, so we're not dropping the head, and pull back. And this one we're going to hold, so stay right here. Drop the right knee down, spin open for a side plank, sweep your arm high. Push your hips forward, so again, it's a long line. All the way, if you're looking down on yourself, you'll be making one long line on your mat. Touch down, pass through your plank again, so on feet. Drop the other knee down this time. Spin open, and reach your arm high. Touch down, passing through plank. First knee drops again, spinning open, with the option of floating the left foot off the ground if you feel stable. Good. Touch down, pass through, left knee down, right leg you might be able to float off the ground. Let's do it one more time on each side. Smooth it out, find stability in your body first before you choose to lift up. Touch down lightly, rolling over to the other side, and maybe take off. Okay, passing through and coming up to our down dog again, push your hips up and back. So take a moment to reset your position. Wide across your shoulders, not hugging up around ears. Hips high and pushing back towards the legs. Press strongly into every finger. And then send your right leg up into a three-legged dog. Take a big step just outside your hand, but tuck it in really close so that you're still on your mat. Make sure it's all the way forward. And then spin the back heel down and open to your warrior two position. So facing the side of the room. Take a moment to readjust to being upright. Try and center your weight between both legs. So the back leg is really, really strong, straight and strong. Let shoulders drop away from ears, belly button gently drawing in, closing in the front ribs. Now front arm sweeps overhead. Coming forward, forearm lightly to the thigh, other arm reaches over. Oh, good idea. It's getting toasty in there.
Yeah.
Okay, top hand touches down. Lift the back heel, bring your hands inside your foot, and step back to your down dog. Let's do the other side, so the left leg lifts. Take a big step forward. So you can always take a couple of steps if you need to get all the way up. Spin the back heel down and wind your way up to a warrior. Take a moment to settle in again. So we've got the front knee bent, yep, and then the back leg long and straight. Got it. All right, float the front arm high. Stretching over. Bring the forearm really lightly to the thigh. Other arm over. Top hand comes down. All right. Stepping back. Right leg lifts. Take a big step just outside the hand. Back heel down, coming up to our warrior. Front arm lifts. And then this time as we come up and over, you can rest lightly on the thigh, or you could reach your fingers down towards the heel. Top arm overhead. Now extend up through both legs and reach up and over. Okay, coming over again, fingers reach down towards your shin, other arm high. Now bend this front knee, take a little step in and the back leg lifts off. So you can have your hand to your thigh if you need a bit more stability. Back leg comes through, arms sweep high, and keep your left knee lifted. Good. All right, diving forward, extend your leg behind, arms follow. Step the back foot down, sweep arms up. Hands come inside the foot. Let's add on our twist, so right arm lifts. Hands come inside and step back to your down dog. Let's do that again on the other side. So left leg extended up. Step the foot just outside the hand. Bring it all the way forward, a couple of steps if you need. Spin the back heel down, wind your way up. Your warrior. Front arm high. Stay low in the hips. Coming forward, so you can support yourself a bit higher or you can come down lower. Now extend both legs and reach your left arm high. Keep pulling back. Nice. Okay, floating forward. Fingers reach down towards the shin or a bit past. Now weight comes into the front leg. Drag the back leg in. When you feel steady, lift it off. So you can always bring your hands in closer if you need that to stabilize. Okay, the lifted leg comes through. You're up to standing. Right knee lifts. Now dive. Sorry if you're wobbling, need some building strength. Step the back foot down. Arms high. Hands come inside. And your twist. Left arm lifts. Hands inside and push back to your down dog. Okay, so now we know where we're going. We're going to repeat that sequence one more time. Right leg lifts. Let's find our flow. Big step. Tuck it in right up by the hand. Turn at the back heel down. Keep that back leg super strong. Wind your way up. Continue to float the front arm high. All the way over. And float forward. You can support your body in a higher position if you need. Now extend both legs. Drive down into the front heel. Front arm lifts. Pull it back. Floating forward. Let's bring that back leg in a little. Weight into the front leg. Back leg lifts. Now make the lifted leg strong. Now knee comes through. Arms sweep up. That's it. And dive. Arms back. Step down. Lunge. Arms come up. Hands inside. And the right arm lifts. Coming back to our down dog. You can pedal on the spot if you like, or hold still just for another breath. And when you're ready to move again, sweep the left leg high. Keep your breathing smooth. Exhale as we come forward. Anchor. And let's find our flow. So try and really focus your attention on up and over. Coming forward and down. Thinking about the breath. Focus here. Extend both legs and sweep up high. Keep reaching back. Coming forward. Alright, so here we really need to focus. Shift the weight. Back leg lifts. Coming through to standing with the knee lifted. Good. Very nice. Good control. Dive. Lunge. Huge step back. Two palms high. Hands come inside the foot. And the left arm lifts. Touch down. Step back. Pedal the legs out a bit or just hold it for a couple of breaths. And then bring your knees to the floor a little bit wider. Let's sit back into child. Elbows rest down, forehead comes down too, or you could bring your head onto the back of your hand. Let the hips settle. Easy breaths. Making your way back up into a down dog. Just in your own time when you're ready, joining in when you're ready to. Push hips up towards the ceiling. Bring your weight right back into the legs. Shoulders wide. Pressing into every finger. Okay, now float your way forward into a high plank position. Drop knees to the floor. Try and keep your shoulders broad as we slowly bend the elbows and lower hips to the ground. Slide out in front of you. You can keep your fingertips on the floor, or you could lift them off with your thumbs up. So keep drawing in through the belly, lengthen the tailbone down. Keep your legs super strong. Then open arms wide, so you can keep fingers on the floor if you need it, or thumbs turn up. Try and pull the shoulders back and away from your ears. And let's take it further back, so fingers can be down or float off the ground. Think about the position of your head. We're not dropping, we're not jutting forward. Long through the back of the neck. Now bring your hands in under your shoulders, pushing up, knees, toes, and back to your down dog. We're going to do this 2 more times. Float your way forward. You can do this from your knees or your toes, but move with control. Don't drop your head. The neck long. Land. Legs strong. Shoot your arms forward. You can always touch down if you need to. Pull your arms wide. See if you can lift a little bit higher. Keep drawing the thumbs back. And arms behind. So try and see the crown of your head as far away from your toes as you can. Hands under shoulders, tuck toes, pushing up and back. Let's do this 1 more time. Floating forward with the in-breath. Brace and lower, keep your weight forward, keep your shoulders broad. Okay, once you've touched down, arms in front. Pull the shoulders back away from your ears. And let's go wide. We lift a little bit higher, keep the legs super strong. Pull your arms back. Let's hold here for 1 more breath. With the out breath, hands under shoulders from your knees or toes, pushing back up. Do your down dog. Pedal on the spot or hold still. Oh boy, it's warm today. Alright, let's come down to our knees and take a seat. Yeah, I think that's interesting. I turned it off. Yeah, what about that one beside you? Oh. I thought you got hot air actually blowing your face.
No.
Soles of the feet come together, knees wide, hands behind. Now broaden across the shoulders, poke shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the chest proud. Press your knees down and open. You can stay here or you can lift the hips off. Choose where you want to go. Try not to collapse around the neck. So you want to be lifting up proud. Big, easy breaths. Think about the position of the head. And lower. Tipping forward, you can hold your shins or ankles or toes, whatever you like. Just try not to round and hunch through the spine. Think about tipping forward from the hips. So moving your chest forward without dropping the head down, without pushing the chin forward. Just find a nice, neutral, easeful position. Okay, coming out. Tip one knee down to the floor. Turn towards the knee that's in front of you. Naturally, you're going to want to fall backwards. Let's try and anchor both knees to the ground. Rotate to face this front knee and try and lighten your fingers. So you may find you've got a lot of weight in your hands, but can you bring all the power into the hips? And then maybe one day, maybe not today, you can float arms off the ground. So keep rotating that back knee down. Stretching out tall, that's it, and touch down. Come back through center and do the other side. Good progress. Turning to face the bent knee, the knee that's in front. So rotate the back knee down into the floor. Notice if it feels like you're falling over to the side. Just keep the hands really light. So even just bringing some of the weight out of the fingertips, and maybe you can lift off. Good. And touch down, come back through center. This time, as you bring the knee down, keep it in, tucked in quite close to the foot. Plant your hand under your shoulder and sweep the other arm over, pushing hips high and forward. Keep rotating the chest open, find a position that feels really good. Lower with your next out breath. Bring the knees over to the other side. Plant the hand, push off. So both knees on the floor. Lower down. Let's come to the first side again. Plant the hand, lifting off, drive down into that back foot. See how that changes the pose. Back foot that's on the ground. Lower, and to the other side. Push it off. Rotate the chest open. And come and take a seat. And lie all the way down onto your back. Okay, so feet shuffle in close. We can come up to a bridge pose. So we want to make sure the knees stay in line with the hips. They're not falling open, they're not dropping in together. Arms down the sides of your body. Push into your feet and lift your hips off smoothly and slowly. Once you get to the top, reposition the head so you might have your chin pointing straight up to the ceiling so your throat can relax. And then we'll roll all the way back down. So we're going to do this a few times. Eventually when you've landed, let the muscles relax again. And you'll press down into the feet. Feel the way the pelvis tilts as you lift off. Right up onto the backs of the arms. With your next out breath, lower back down. Try and let each segment of your spine land individually. Especially for lower back, really mold it into the ground. And then as you relax, feel your natural curves return to the spine. And then again, we'll do this 2 more times, pushing off. Close your eyes if you want to. Rolling back down. And then we're making this one the last one. Okay, and then when you've finished, bring your arms a little bit wider, drop knees over to one side, let them rest there for a moment. Let each out breath drop your body in, and then over to the other side, just moving in your own time, but quicker or slower if you want to. Just back and forth, one side to the other. And then eventually come back through centre, lift feet off the floor, bring your knees up a bit closer towards you, one hand on each knee or wrap them in if you can link your hands. You can either hold still or gently rock from side to side. And we'll move into some twists. So floating your arms out wide in line with your shoulders. And again, try not to hunch shoulders up around ears, or just bring them a bit further away from the ears. Anchor your arms and lower knees over to one side. You may like to turn and look to the opposite direction if it feels right to you. And then come up through centre, so you can lift the top knee first, let the other knee follow, and come over to the other side. So just resting down, maybe turn and look away. Coming up through centre, we'll do it 2 more times to each side. And you've got the option this time of extending the top leg. See how that feels. Turn your head to any direction that feels good. Coming through centre. So we'll breathe in as we come through centre and breathe out as we lower. So we always breathe out with the contraction. Once more to each side, you can take it quicker or slower if you like. To the last side. Finishing through centre in a position that feels right to you. So you might have knees bent, feet to the floor, or you might have feet touching with your knees wide, or you could be outstretched, whatever you choose. Arms could be relaxed and open at your sides or with your hands on your belly. Adjust the tilt of your chin so your neck feels long and comfortable. Just letting every breath drop your body in more heavily into the ground. Focus your attention, so notice whenever your mind wanders elsewhere. And stay present in this space. Identify anything you're holding, anything you're gripping. Notice the expression on your face, the default expression today. Could you soften more around your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw? Keep noticing where your mind wanders to when you're not paying attention. Focus attention on your breath now, and the way it fills your body. Notice what you feel when the breath leaves your body. What is the feeling that lingers? A sense of calmness, restful, at ease, centered, grounded. Let's think about how we can take a piece of this with us into our day. Just move really slowly out of our position. So you might even want to just turn your head from side to side a few times. Stretch legs long, arms overhead. No need to rush. Gather in again, knees up towards your chest. Either hold still or gently rock. Take your time coming up to a seated position. Get yourself settled. So a bit of a wriggle and fidget until you feel good here. Thinking about the length of your spine, lifting up to the crown of the head, broadening across the shoulders. But then just letting go of any effort here. So slightly soften back. Ease around hips, soften around your chest. Keep your face expression soft. And we'll all take one more breath together to finish our class. Floating arms wide and reach on up. Touch at the top, come down center, land at your heart space.